The last 10 days of the blessed month of Ramadan were filled with sorrow. Wherever one looked, people were crying. Such was the state of Kufa in the year 40 AH, an event destined to be remembered by the world. Abdullah, a young child of no more than 7 years, lived on the outskirts of Kufa. During these days, Abdullah changed. He ate only a little food and did not play like other children, as his parents were accustomed to. His father asked, "Tell me, son, why are you so sad?" Then his mother said, "Did I not tell you that he does not want to talk? I've tried a lot with him, but he refuses to talk. I'm afraid. You must do something." But Abdullah was absent-minded and sad, not paying attention to what was happening around him inside the house. Rather, he was thinking about what had happened to him in the past few days. Abdullah had been going out since the early morning, waiting for only one thing: the passage of the man whom everyone loved and whom he loved so much. The man said, "Good morning, little Abdullah." Abdullah replied, "Good morning, uncle. How are you today?" The man replied, "I am well, by the grace of God." Abdullah listened to the advice of this kind man and played with him with a small straw doll. Abdullah also learned how to pray. He used to perform it in front of the man, and he memorized Quranic verses and short surahs from him. He loved him very much and became attached to him, so he came every day from the early morning to see him for just a few minutes. And then the man went to work. People were eagerly waiting for the man to hear from him, talk to him, complain to him about their problems and suffering, and ask him to pray for them. His prayers were answered by God, and he also helped them in their work and gave them the money in his pocket, no matter how much it was. Abdullah's mother said, my son, my beloved child, tell me, what is the matter? Why are you so sad? Please eat something." Abdullah said, "I'm sorry, mother, but I cannot eat. I have no desire to eat." The mother tried a lot with her son Abdullah, but he always refused and remained isolated in the corner of the house, looking out the window towards the horizon, as if he was anticipating something. He did not come. Abdullah had been sitting for long hours since the morning, but the man did not come. Abdullah thought, why did he not come? Even the people are not as I used to see them. They are sad and cry a lot. Even the birds standing in the trees are no longer chirping as they used to. Abdullah went to his father to tell him what was going on with him, so that he might find an answer to his questions. When he told his father started crying. Abdullah said, "Father, tell me, why are you crying?" His father replied, "I don't know what to tell you. You don't know who the man you are talking about is." Abdullah said, "No, father, I do not know him, but I do know that I love him very much." So, the father took his son Abdullah to the city of Kufa, and there Abdullah saw many things that he did not understand. All the people were in great sadness, and some of them were crying intensely. Abdullah asked, "Father, what is wrong? Why are people crying?" His father replied, "I will tell you, son. I will tell you. A few days ago, my son, Imam Ali was martyred. He was the successor and cousin of the Prophet, and he was the husband of his daughter. He was the man who did good and helped people and the poor and fed them. He was the man who was a symbol of humanity, morality, mercy, courage, and kindness. And that is why you see people crying for his loss. He was struck with a poisoned sword on the head. He was praying Fajr on the 19th of Ramadan and was martyred. 3 days later, at the hands of the most wretched of people, Abdul Rahman ibn Muljam. Abdullah grew up with sadness in his heart for the loss of Imam Ali. So, on the anniversary of his martyrdom, in the month of Ramadan, he would leave his house with the same doll in his hand and sit on the same road and under the same tree, praying and reading the Quran and crying and saying, "The good man has gone, the good man has gone."